Hey guys, this video is all about how to find scholarships, how to win them, and also what happens after you win a scholarship. Where does that money go? Alright, we want to make sure that you have the opportunity to win as much free money as possible to accumulate enough scholarships and grants and other money so that you can have a full ride for scholarship, not have to take out a penny of student loans, and so that you can start your life off right. So, if this sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. Hey guys, I am Thomas Knapp. This is Financial Empowerment, and where we are empowering you to pay for college without student loans, build wealth, and manage your money. If any of that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And as always, you can check through the timestamps and skip to the parts of the video that are more interesting to you and skip over the stuff you may already know. We don't want to waste your time. So let's just jump in first. There are two kinds of scholarships. There are merit-based scholarships and there are need-based scholarships. Merit-based scholarships are scholarships that are basically some sort of criteria set up by the scholarship giver, and you have to either meet or exceed those criteria in order to qualify. A need-based scholarship simply means that there's something about a financial threshold that you have to be under in order to qualify for that scholarship. And while there are tons and tons of scholarship opportunities that are legitimate opportunities to win money, not all of them are. There are scams and you need to be careful. So always be cautious and make sure before you give somebody your information that the opportunity to win this scholarship is legitimate. One way to know that the scholarships you're looking for are legitimate is to look directly at the financial aid office of the college or institution which you are intending on going. Nothing that they're going to share with you is going to be a scam. So you can find scholarships at the school and know what the requirements are so you know what you're trying to accomplish, and also find departmentally based scholarships at your school. So go to your financial aid department, find scholarships there. And we mentioned this in the last video about scholarships, but you can also go to your high school counselor. They are a great opportunity to find scholarships at your school, but also local scholarships often by smaller businesses. These might be smaller scholarships, $500, $1,000, but again, because they're smaller, most people aren't applying for them. So there's less competition for these smaller scholarships, and your high school counselor is a great resource. And along the lines of kind of staying local, there are tons of businesses in your community that offer scholarships, and you might not even know. What do I mean by that? There might be some random law office on the corner that you've never been to and don't even know anything about. But if you go in, you might just say, hey, do you guys offer any college scholarships? And they might be like, yeah, here's an application. So any business that you see or drive by in your neighborhood or in your community, stop in and just ask. A lot of them might not. I found a scholarship at some random business that just happened to be something that I went inside, and it ended up giving me, I think, up to $2,000 a year. It was a renewable scholarship as well. So just random money is available sometimes in businesses that you don't even have a connection to. So don't discount the opportunity for just local businesses. Also, there are religious organizations. If you are religious in any given religion, your churches, or there's like Catholic organizations, different organizations and churches themselves that have scholarship opportunities. So definitely check out religious organizations. And you have your civic groups. These are things like the Kiwanis Club, the Lions Club, different civic organizations that exist within your community. Those typically have some sort of scholarship opportunities as well. And then don't discount if you are working currently, your employer might have scholarships available, or they might even have what's called a tuition reimbursement program. That means that they will pay you back for you attending school. So they might offer a certain percentage, like if you get A's, you'll get 100% reimbursed for your tuition. If you get a B, maybe it's 75%, a C, maybe 50%, and anything lower than that, they won't reimburse if you didn't pass the class or something like that. So you can look into your place of employment, part-time or full-time, or your parents' company often offers scholarship opportunities. I know my dad's place of employment, they had a scholarship available that I was able to apply for and win when I was applying for a scholarship for college. So definitely check out your parents' businesses and see if those places offer any scholarships. Alright, so an important part about applying for scholarships in addition to finding them is when to apply. The truth is, apply all year long, but just make sure you know when the deadlines are and apply before the deadlines, obviously. But even more generally than during the year, the question is, what stage of life should you be applying for scholarships? Is a freshman year too early? The answer is no. There might not be as many scholarships available to high school freshmen, but there are scholarships that you can start applying for as a freshman, and if you win them, they will still be applicable when you go to college after you graduate. Anywhere from freshman year up through senior year, you can still win scholarships. There just might not be as many until that junior, senior year, but definitely really ramp up the scholarship application process the summer before your junior year and pretty much junior year all the way through senior, through graduation. And then even into college, college, a lot of people stop at senior year. They're like, well, I got accepted into my college, here's my application, and here's my financial aid, and I guess I'm done. I'm responsible for the rest. That's not true. You can continue to find scholarships at your college. So if you're in college right now, go to your financial aid department today or as soon as you can and ask them about scholarship opportunities at the school that you can apply for. In my other video, I mentioned that there was a scholarship I didn't find at my school till my junior year. It was if I took a religion minor, it covered up to half of my tuition. I didn't know that existed the first 2 years, and if I had, I wouldn't have had to pay anything for my tuition. Definitely continue to search for scholarships even once you're in college. There are more opportunities. Don't stop after your senior year. And we said also we're going to talk in this video about what happens after you win a scholarship. So typically there's two ways that you're going to get the money. The money is either going to be directly sent to your college or institution of choice, or it will be a check sent directly to you. Sometimes I guess they can be direct deposited, but when I was doing it, at least they would just mail a check to you. So sometimes when you win, the money will go straight to the school, and so you won't even see it necessarily except on some sort of receipt from your school that just says, here was your tuition bill, and then these were the different scholarships that came in, and now here's what you owe. Then you can take the scholarship money that was mailed directly to you, and you can use that money to pay the remaining amount, if it's tuition or fees or room and board, whatever you're allowed to spend those scholarships on, then you can finish paying off those. And once you've paid off all your tuition and room and board and everything you owe to the school itself, then you can use scholarship money that came directly to you to pay for things like books and school supplies and other college-related expenses like maybe transportation. One thing also to know about scholarships and how they impact your total financial aid package is you cannot receive more financial aid than the total cost of your college. There's a total number that's like your cost of college, and your school typically has that's like a published number because each school's tuition rates and school room and board, it's all different. So each school has their own number that's kind of like, this is the cost of college attending here, and it'll include things like books and other things and fees. All that'll be in there, and there'll be like this giant number that's like, this is the total cost of college to attend here. Your total financial aid package cannot exceed that amount. So if you were to win $10,000 in scholarships outside of the school, you have to report that information to the school, and then they might, if that covers all of your tuition and room and board and stuff, maybe they were going to give you a grant for $10,000 as well, but with the scholarships and everything else, everything's covered, and they can only give you a $5,000 grant because they can't give you more money than the total cost of college. So just be aware, but that's not a reason to stop or not continue to apply for as many scholarships as possible. The point is just that you can't actually win like $1 million in scholarships. I see videos posted by different people on YouTube that's like, how I won $1.8 million in scholarships. It's so misleading, and I really don't like that. Essentially what they're saying is, this is every opportunity for a scholarship that I was given. But if you applied to 20, 30 different schools and each school offered you $20,000 in scholarships, you can't add that $20,000 from each school up and be like, cool, now I got $500,000. It doesn't work like that. If you didn't attend the school, if you chose to go to one school out of 20, then you didn't win $1 million in scholarships. You won just the amount of scholarships that covers the cost of that college. That's the most you can earn. So they're not lying, because they did technically win, or at least have the opportunity to win those scholarships, but you don't get to just add them all together. That's not how it works. So those are kind of misleading titles and posts. However, I will say a lot of those videos get a lot of clicks and views, so I guess it works. But be aware that when you're watching those videos, these people didn't actually walk away with a check for $1 million in scholarships. It doesn't work that way. So there you have it, some more information on where to find scholarships, opportunities to look up, and even some other important information about how scholarships work for you. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to get more content on scholarships, more paying for college, and also building wealth and managing your money. And if you like this video, then you're definitely gonna like these other videos here and in the playlist, or you can just head straight to the channel and find out all the videos that I have for you. Remember, money management is a mindset, and you can pay for college without student loans. Stay empowered, and we will see you next time.